go.
Welcome everybody. My name is Kawo. Here is Nasko and Ani, and we are the event dashboard team. So we found a problem, and the problem is actually the event organizers are having troubles organizing events. Sometimes, you know, when a lecturer arrives a little bit later on, or a participant is late by 10 minutes or something, the whole schedule changes, right? And you simply, as an event organizers, cannot track all the changes which happen spontaneously during the event. Imagine an event when we have, for example, 4 different tracks, 18 lecturers, an event that lasts 2 days. You can get feedback from the participants, but usually they get it by the end of the event. They cannot change, they cannot do anything on the fly, and they cannot improve their event. So, also, we are addressing the poor time management which happens occasionally on these events.
And now some words about stats. According to a global market research company, they estimated that there are 5 million big events that are held each year, and the attendance of these events, as you see, is 512 million people. IBM research estimated that there are more than 300,000 event organizing businesses in this field, and the annual spending is about $500 billion. Okay, and according to American Labor Bureau, the growth rate in the next decade is estimated to be 33%. Isn't that great, Colin?
It's amazing. We have a solution. It's called, it is business-to-business solution for event organizers. As simple as that. They create an event with our software solution. Instantly, a feedback form is generated for them, so they can just go ahead and tell everybody that, for example, on the back of their badges, they have a QR code. They scan it with their smartphones, and they give feedback instantly for anything. For the air conditioning, for the schedule, for the food, for maybe they cannot see well from the last row. Simply for everything. And imagine a situation when you are, for example, an event organizer and you have this iPad in front of you and you have all the stats, personal messages, feedback, and everything which is going on all 4 tracks. And you can change on the fly. You cannot wait until the end of the event. You can improve real time. Oops.
And once again, we are the event dashboard team, Kalo, Ani, and Atanas. We would like to get your feedback about our venture idea. Thank you.
Okay, a few comments. That was very well timed, and it's clear that you really practiced that presentation, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So I have a couple of questions, and then Phil will jump in with a couple of questions as well. So where is this problem? The numbers you threw out were absolutely enormous. Are those global statistics? Is it for the United States? Is it for a single country?
Are you talking about the market stats?
Yes.
Yes, this is a global market, and we are focusing our idea on the global scale.
Okay.
It's amazing how there are over 100 billion people which are an audience of these events. And the annual big events is 5 million. They are held, for example, private companies do them.
Stop.
Okay. Yes.
So you cannot solve the problems of all of these event organizers.
Mm-hmm.
This is a ginormous market.
Yes.
You need to focus this around a particular place, if nothing else. So where would you start this business? Would it be in San Francisco? Would it be in Sofia? Would it be in Hong Kong? You need to narrow this down and really find out who has the problem and what the problem is, because the problems you described were really the problems of the people attending the event, not necessarily those of the organizers. The organizers might be able to fix those things, but the people collecting the data would be like, we want the temperature turned up in this room, right? And so that's that massive amount of feedback. If you have hundreds of thousands of people, or even at this event, say there's 30 people providing feedback, are we all going to send that information to Janet at once? That's an awful lot of data. So you've got to think through sort of the mechanics of it, who has the problem, and really narrow the focus of that problem a little bit. Because right now, the numbers are just too big. Phil?
So thank you for presenting your ideas. I understood from what you described that there is this potential problem that exists. So my first question for you is, did you actually talk to or observe any event organizers experiencing this problem that you described to all of us?
Yep, actually both three of us, we have experience in organizing events in non-governmental sector. And actually this was our first target. We can do very easily custom validation with this idea by offering this software solution of non-governmental organizations. For example, ISEC in Bulgaria, last month they had an international event in Bulgaria with 300 participants from 38 countries all over the world. 4 tracks, 20 different lecturers for 4 days. And this is a great, we can offer them for free, for example, to use our software solution, and we can track the improvement and have some customer validation by the end of the event.
What kinds of software tools exist for event planners right now?
Most of the software solutions we were looking at and we were researching are based on the purchase of the ticket and how many people are coming, how much revenue does it cost, and how much spending does the event organizers have. Very few of them actually are looking at the feedback and they are looking in order for them to improve the financial part of the event and the logistics, but we are looking forward for the experience of the people. And that's how we differentiate by the others.
And I would like to add one more thing. The other companies that currently provide this are looking at data that is collected after the event. And we collect on the fly. We collect data from all of you during the presentation and at the end of the presentation, and we can adapt faster. That's what differentiates us from others.
And one more question. Do any of you know how to code?
Yep, I have a lot of experience actually. I'm a partner in software company back in Bulgaria, and I've also 6 years of experience in web development and applications, iPad, iPhones, smartphones.
So you're able to create a prototype for this concept and actually test it?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
And that's actually something that you should have mentioned, because that gives the audience more confidence in your ability to carry out and solve the problem. So, good point. Okay, thank you.